Hello everyone, I'm Railgun Gecko, and welcome to today's video. The Destiny games are pretty information dense, and this can make them a bit overwhelming to interact with. For Destiny 2, there have been a lot of community-made tools that help you navigate your experience. Light.gg, Clarity, and Destiny Item Manager. All of these are incredible tools to help you gain a lot of knowledge and to just improve your general gameplay experience. But what about Destiny 1? Unfortunately, Destiny 1 tools aren't quite as advanced as Destiny 2, but they still exist and are quite helpful. Today, I'm going to cover some of the best third-party tools and websites for Destiny 1 that will help you improve your gameplay experience and knowledge. Thank you all so much for watching, and let's get into it. There have been many inventory management apps for Destiny 1, though how many of them are still available and active, I'm unsure. But I do know that the GOAT, Destiny Item Manager, still has full functionality for Destiny 1. It is also, in my opinion, the best inventory manager across the board for both Destiny games. Here's a brief explanation of what DIM is capable of and the resources that it provides. Okay, hello, welcome to my quick little overview of Destiny Item Manager. I'm not going to cover everything that Destiny Item Manager can do, but just some of the basics. Obviously, there you have the general inventory management. If you're on PC, you can just drag and drop items from one character to another extremely easily. If you're on mobile, you tap the item and you can equip on or pull to any of your characters or your vault. You can also lock and unlock items, or you can use the special Destiny Item Manager tags. This can be really helpful if you want to like clean your vault from your phone before you get on. Mark all your junk as junk. If you have something that you want to save for infusion fuel, you can do that. Or if you're just like, oh, this is my favorite thing, you can mark it as a favorite. Like, it's just kind of generic tag tools. It's quite helpful. You can also use the compare tool to just compare to other roles that you have, like this with my Judith D. It's pretty neat. Another aspect of the inventory management is looking at armor stat percentages. With every single armor piece here, you'll see the percentage of its possible role. This is extremely helpful if you're trying to discern which armor piece that you want to use in a build, or you think, keep this or get rid of that. Yeah, I do have some. I gave it 87 no backup plans. That's a 90%. Like, no, not everything I have is perfect, especially in my vault. It's kind of, but just the fact that you can read this stuff is like right off the rip is really easy. You don't have to memorize everything. Though when you play long enough, you kind of just remember all of it. I'm not at that point yet. Another useful tool is the vendor section. Here you can look at anything that any vendor is selling. You can just look at a glance, see what percentage of armor rolls. You can click on weapons to see if they're any good. That's how I do my Arms Day videos. Just everything is right here. It's really nice. And if you're looking for like a specific ship, or if there's shaders or emblems that you're looking to sell, that are for sale, all available here. Extremely convenient. Another tool I want to look at real quick is the Loadout Optimizer. This is pretty useful. It helps you create your tier 12 builds. You can set however you want them to be set. If you don't have anything for tier 12, you can look at tier 11 stuff. So it will only do tier 12 and tier 11. And it will just give you the items to look at. You can put any items you want to exclude in here. It automatically puts Memory of Fellwinter in. And for these parts, you can choose specific perks that you want to look for. So for your chest piece, you can put specific exotic perks, different armor piece things, like specific armor or reserve thing. Same with legs, artifacts, chest piece, the whole 9 yards. It is pretty nice. And if so, you can create specific builds that you want. Like, oh, I want to have specifically shotgun loader, and it will give you a build that has everything with shotgun loader. It's pretty freaking cool. Quick thing here is the organizer. This you can kind of just like quick search for weapons. You could use the search bar, or if you want to look at everything in a certain category, weapon, pulse rifle. Here, these are all my pulse rifles. Shows every single perk combo on it. It's pretty useful. Another thing you can do is look at your record book objectives. I know this is kind of a low priority thing for most people, but if this is something that you're still working on, you can look at all of your objectives right here from Destiny Item Manager. And the last thing are the activity nodes. This will show you your progress through any raid, and from normal hard 390 for Wrath of Machine is hard mode is 390, but shows all your progress through there. It will show the Nightfall Strike and its modifiers, which characters you've completed on, your Heroic Strikes and its modifiers, and Challenge of the Elders and its modifiers. The only things it doesn't include is the Feature Crucible mode and the Heroic Story Mission playlist stuff. But yeah, that's about everything for Destiny Item Manager. It's pretty freaking useful. I mean, this is what I use for both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. It's genuinely incredible, super useful. So yeah, that's all I've got. There are several different Destiny wikis out there that can provide incredibly useful information, like where to find quest items, patrol bosses, weapon rules, etc, etc. There are many different wikis out there, but my favorite two to use are the fandom.com wiki and cryptarch.guide. Cryptarch has a really nice layout and is a great database to find potential weapon roles and the like. It's focused almost exclusively on items and acquisition sources. My only issue with it is that the information it provides is seemingly one-to-one with what's provided in-game, so if you need to find a location of an item, boss, or something else, the other wikis are going to be where you want to go. Tracking which Grimoire score objectives you have left is a fairly low priority, but for some, like me, knowing what you have left to do is really nice. Tracking Grimoire score also helps with finding both calcified fragments and Siva fragments. Unfortunately, once you pick up one of these, it will disappear from your list, so this doesn't help if you need to collect items on different characters. But if you're looking to max out your Grimoire score, these sites are incredibly helpful. Before I move on to showing you the site I recommend, I want to explain a little bit about the Grimoire score cap. The maximum possible Grimoire score is 5,615. However, not everyone can reach this. 5,615 is only possible if you've done these three things. First, go flawless in trials and enter the lighthouse, which is 15 points. Second, find the lighthouse dead ghost, which is another 15 points, and you have to have claimed a sterling package from the postmaster during the 2016 April update period. If you're like me and didn't get any of these, or started playing after the release of Destiny 2, when Destiny 1 entered maintenance mode, you'll only be able to reach 5,580 Grimoire score. Okay, so this is the Grimoire tracker that I was talking about, guardiancompanion.xyz. There will be a link in the description for it. And it has some pretty useful stuff. First, Xur tracker. Obviously right now when I'm recording, Xur isn't here, but it will show all the stuff for Xur. It will show you the weekly activities. And unlike Destiny Item Manager, that actually has the heroic story missions and the weekly Crucible playlist. This is pretty nice. But the biggest thing is the Grimoire tracker. This is the big part. So you choose your platform, type in your tag, look up Grimoire. Boom, there we go. It says here that the max Grimoire score is 5610. Not true, it's 5615. I don't know why there's that 5-point disparity, but you can look at everything here. It's pretty crazy. But you can also just show incomplete only, so you only see the stuff that you're still working on. As you can tell, I have a lot of Crucible to play on my Warlock and my Hunter. This is really nice. It's super nice. The tracker network version of this from way back when, I don't even know, it's just the tracker network, I guess. That version is a little finicky. It works, but if you've ever changed your tag on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, you can't use that. You have to use the original tag that you had when you first logged into Destiny, because that's how it associates everything. With this, it doesn't work that way. You can use whatever your current tag is, which is really convenient. But yeah, if you're still trying to grind out any Grimoire score or missing a bunch of dead ghosts or whatever, this is the place to go. This will show you everything that you need to find. It is super convenient. It also just looks really nice. It's a really nice UI. So this is what I recommend. Tracking down when and where public events are happening can be really difficult because, unlike Destiny 2, there's no indication on the map of where they're happening, and no in-level indicator like the rally flags. Because of this, lots of people have made sites that track public events. More accurately, there are spawn windows in specific areas, and you would need to report if one is happening. However, these sites or apps are generally very inaccurate, and since there are so many, reporting an event on whatever site you're using is basically useless. Until someone makes a new and updated event tracker that a decent amount of people will use, I'd avoid these sites and just deal with stumbling upon public events. Now that you're aware of, or have a better understanding of these third-party tools, you should have an easier time navigating your way through the world of Destiny. If there are any third-party websites that you use and that you enjoy that I didn't mention here, please leave them in the comments below. I'm really interested in seeing what you guys use. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it informative. My next video will be an in-depth look at everything related to the gunsmith, and should come out fairly soon. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and God bless.